VIDIZMO offers organizations robust authentication and authorization processes to ensure the highest level of security with high flexibility of SSO integration with several identity access management services including Ping Identity. VIDIZMO allows you to utilize your Ping Identity for facilitating your portal users with single sign-on SSO capabilities. VIDIZMO makes the integration as easy as enabling or disabling your Ping Identity SSO from within the platform in minutes. Let's look at setting up single sign-on using Ping Identity. Single sign-on SSO is a user authentication process that allows your users to sign in to multiple applications using the same set of login credentials. This allows ease of use for the end users and ease of management for administrators. To configure Ping Identity SSO with VIDIZMO, you need to have a Ping Identity Server's administrator account so that you can create a Ping Identity application for authorization. By the way, if more SSO apps have been configured and enabled on your portal other than Ping Identity SSO, you will see multiple buttons on the login page allowing them to choose any identity provider of their choice to log into their VIDIZMO portal. VIDIZMO requires your Ping Identity Authorization Server to expose a list of scopes to map attributes and provide user authentication. These scopes include profile, email, and OpenID. Profile refers to the user's first and last name are exposed and mapped in your VIDIZMO account in this scope. The email refers to the user's email address as exposed and mapped in your VIDIZMO account in this scope. The OpenID is required to indicate that the application intends to use OIDC to verify the user's identity. To configure Ping Identity SSO, you need to perform a few steps. Once you're logged into your Ping authorization server using the admin account, you need to go to your default view of applications and add a new web application of the connection type as OIDC. Enter the suitable application name, description, and icon. Once the profile has been created, you need to configure redirect URLs for the application. Specifying them helps Ping Identity whitelist addresses upon which to send user information after a successful login. In the redirect URLs section, enter your portal URL as stated on the screen and click Save and Continue. You need to grant access to the application by selecting the OIDC scopes for the application. The OIDC scopes determine the resources that the application can access. You need to search scopes of email and profile in the left column. Click and drag each of them to add them to the Scope Grants column on the right and click on Save and Continue. You need to map Ping1 attributes to VIDIZMO portal attributes. The attribute mapping allows the user information in both platforms to synchronize after authorization. Apart from the default attribute, click on Add Attribute and select Ping1 attribute from the drop-down menu. Now, search for the attribute, given name, under Ping1 user attribute and select it. Enter the first name under application attribute against the Ping1 attribute and mark the email address as required. You need to get the relevant client ID, secret, and meta address that will later be used in the VIDIZMO configuration. Now scroll down to see Advanced Configuration. Under the Token Endpoint Authentication method, please make sure you select Client Secret Post. You need to make sure that your application is enabled after all the settings are configured. By the way, the application shall not be functional until and unless the application is not enabled. To enable the application, click on Connections from the top of the page. Click on Applications from the left-hand panel and locate the application that you want to enable. Now, click on the Details icon to expand your application that you want to enable and click the toggle switch to enable the application. Under Token Endpoint Authentication method, please make sure to select Client Secret Post. Let's configure the Ping Identity SSO in VIDIZMO. From the portal's homepage, click on the navigation menu on the top left corner and select Portal Settings under Admin. From the Portal Settings page, expand the Apps tab on the left-hand panel and click on Single Sign-On. Locate the Ping Identity SSO app on the screen and click on the Settings icon at the right-hand side and a new window will appear. From the Ping Identity Settings tab, you need to enter a message that you wish to display along with the login option with Ping ID. Now enter a customized label for creating an engaging login experience for your end users. Now paste the client ID, secret, and meta address that you copied earlier. Requires an HTTPS metadata checkbox can be selected to get the metadata. When the request is handled for the first time, it tries to retrieve some metadata from the authorization server. This metadata, or discovery document in OpenID Connect terminology, contains the public keys and other details needed to validate tokens. You need to enable the force login to make sure users can sign in when Vidismo sign-in has been turned off. Once you're done, click on Save Changes and a notification will appear stating portal information updated successfully. After saving the changes, you will be redirected back on the SSO apps page. Toggle the gear button against Ping Identity SSO to enable it on your portal. Sign out from your existing account and navigate back to the login page to see an option to sign in using Ping Identity Access Management. Using this button, you will be routed to the Ping Identity login page and shall be granted access to Vidismo after successfully logging in. Well, that's all for this video. Check out some of our other guides to learn more about Vidismo. Stay tuned until next time.